how does Winlpg address diversity and inclusion beyond the gender, considering factors such as the ethnicity and geographic representation? For example, me being a Mexican, I want to know how do you include people based on other things?
Again, we've thought about this a lot, and it comes from the World Liquid Gas Association. And just for your viewers, we're a very small organization, and so we are limited in how wide we can stretch this. So our focus at first was on women. Then our second focus has been on youth. We also recognize that there's a lack of young talent, both male and female, in our industry. So 2 years ago, we launched the Youth Council. Now, the Youth Council is very different to Women in LPG. Women in LPG wants to invite everyone to be involved. The Youth Council is a very closed group of a maximum of 80 young men and women. We're saying under the age of 35. It's a benefit of being part of our industry council, so it's quite closed. And this youth council works on how specific issues relating to attracting youth to the industry, they act as a bit of a disruptor. What are we doing? How could we do things better? How can we appeal to the young talent? So youth council. You asked about ethnicity. You asked about ethnicity. That's not something that we've particularly looked at because, as I said, we cover 125 countries. However, this is why we have our national chapters. And this is why we come to Mexico, or we'll go to various places, because we need to understand your culture. And as you know, I'm a big fan of Mexico, and I think that there are very specific, fantastic elements that we want to make sure we incorporate, like we do in Colombia and Brazil and many other countries. So that's where we need somebody who is at the helm of Women in LPG, like yourself, Macarena, who will guide us, because we need your input. We don't want to have a bland network of women. This is a vibrant network of South Africans, Indians, and from all over the world. And the beauty of it is that you're enabled to be proud of your ethnicity. We launched also last year Morocco, and in Morocco we had an amazing meeting of 60 Moroccan ladies who are all fiercely proud of being French-speaking Moroccan executives. And that again was something very, very different. And also another good example was in Myanmar. You have to be very respectful of ethnicity. And for example, in Myanmar, traditionally women are quite shy. So language is also important. I don't speak Spanish. So next time we come to Mexico, we'll make sure that we work with an interpreter, because we have to respect your languages and also your ways of working. And we will make sure that we do that. So in terms of ethnicity, my answer there is, we want to hear from you what's important for you to maintain and to build on, because that's power of the group, is the Mexican culture, which is so vibrant and passionate, that let's use that. Let's take that Mexican pride and bring it into the Women in LPG network.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think it's a great idea because, like you said, you need to be able to fully understand each country because, well, we're all different. We have different cultures, different traditions. So by getting to know each culture, I think it's also very important to be able to, like you said, even the language, because even if we speak, for example, we're both speaking English, maybe something can be left out, so it's very important to fully understand everything.
Exactly. And one other thing I wanted to add on that is, it's not just that Mexico will be isolated. You're part of a global network, and we hold regular calls every other month with all the national chapter managers, which means that you get to speak to your fellow women in LPG national chapters in South Africa, in Nigeria, in India. And that enables you to understand their culture. It's a fantastic experience for you to also see what happens in other countries, because it's all about learning. You know, you can learn a lot from what our Nigerian friends do, and they've got, you know, we all have very sort of strong national identities, and the beauty of it is being able to learn and experience other identities.